There are several reality shows where teams of researchers and others who are just curious about the subject look for proof of well-known cryptids like Bigfoot and the Yeti. There is footage of Bigfoot, the Yeti, the Rake, and other reasonably well-known cryptids that have been captured on camera in shows like Expedition Bigfoot and Paranormal Caught on Camera from the Travel Channel. But did you know there are dozens more cryptids that are still undiscovered?
Number 10. The Big Muddy Monster.
On June 25th, 1973, near Murfreesboro, Illinois, the Big Muddy Monster was first seen. A loud scream startled a couple who were parked adjacent to the boat dock in Riverside Park near some woods. In the direction of the driver's side of the automobile, a creature emerged from the trees. Its fur appeared to be tangled with river dirt and was an off-white tint. It was standing straight on two legs, nearly 7 feet tall. They couldn't make out its face. They departed and headed right away to the police station to report what happened. The couple's marriage to each other's spouses did not deter them from making the report. Numerous other people reported seeing the creature in 1973, including Miss Nedra Green, who said she could hear it scream at night in the woods near her farm. A fourth grader named Christian Barrell reported seeing a large ghost when he was attempting to capture fireflies in his backyard. He ran inside to tell his father about the incident. The neighborhood police chief took the reports very seriously and dispatched tracking dogs to investigate. Number 9. The Goat Man. The origins of the Prince George's County, Maryland Goat Man are the subject of numerous legends. One of the most well-known is that he was a goat herder who went insane after his goats were killed by youngsters. Another claim is that he resembles Bigfoot, but only from the perspective of a goat. Another more outlandish theory is that the Goat Man is a genetic error made by a researcher at Beltsville, Maryland-based U.S. Department of Agriculture Research Center. According to the legend, the scientist was attempting to combine William Lotsford, which was his lab assistant, and a goat's DNA. William allegedly became a mutant and is on the prowl now. When couples park on Fletchtown Road, the Goat Man is known to chase them, kill dogs, and frighten them. This is his home territory. Teenagers who make the error of searching for the Goat Man on Fletchtown Road and have bad luck and run upon him and do not return. Number 8. The Fresno Nightcrawlers. In 2007, the Fresno Nightcrawlers were first captured on camera. A Fresno, California resident, ergo the name, discovered video of a nightcrawler ambling brashly through his front yard on his home security camera. The nightcrawler in the video has 2 legs, no arms, a small head, and 2 eyes. It also resembles a humanoid creature. Yosemite National Park security footage also shows the nightcrawlers. Local folklore and local natives peoples' wooden sculptures both provide evidence that the Fresno Nightcrawlers are a real creature. These monsters have always been in the Fresno area, even before that there were humans, according to the local Indian legends. They have long legs because they inhabit a world of swamps. Their large legs enable them to navigate more easily over bogs and swamps. According to a different Native American legend, the Fresno Nightcrawlers are now appearing to aid people in their efforts to reestablish a connection with nature. Number 7. The Poplick Monster. The Norfolk Southern Railway crosses Poplick Creek in Kentucky at the Trestle Bridge. where it is believed that the Poplick monster resides. Those who have claimed to have seen the creature have described it as having a human-like upper body and a goat or sheep-like lower body. The monster, according to others, even had short horns sticking out of its forehead. Several accounts claim that the goat man lures individuals onto the railroad tracks, where they are also then run over by bypassing locomotives, either through hypnosis or some sort of siren voice. Some have asserted that Goatman jumps from inside the trestles onto moving cars. This is a myth that has been spread to warn people, especially kids, off the trestles bridges' possible risks. Maybe, however, after someone climbed the 8-foot-high fence in search of this cryptid, there have been several fatalities on or beneath the bridge. Several of these individuals were engaged in legend tripping, a recreational activity in which novice folklorists and monster hunters search for their legends. Despite the bridge's advanced age, trains continue to utilize it, and uninformed cryptid hunters have been hit by trains or have fallen from the trestles while attempting to reach the tracks. So, the deaths connected to this region are tragedies, even if the Poplick monster is not genuine. Number 6. The Slide Rock Bolter. The Slide Rock Bolter is a peculiar cryptid that lives in Colorado's mountains. This animal has a mouthful of razor-sharp teeth and is the size of a blue whale. It has tiny eyes and grabs the hold of the mountain with its rear fin, which has kind of a hook. From its mouth, it's claimed to emit some sort of lubricant that enables it to slide down mountains while snatching prey, even humans, in its mouth. It climbs another mountain to hang on to it till the next prey arrives, thanks to the momentum it gains from hanging on steep slopes and its lubricant. According to the legend, the Slide Rock Bolter can only survive on mountains that are 45-degree angle. This cryptid was first observed by lumberjacks in the 19th century. It's uncertain if anyone has seen one in the 20th century, despite witnesses to vast swaths of flattened vegetation and damaged trees indicate its likely existence in the 20th and the 21st centuries. This may be due to its size, which it is unlikely that anyone would be able to escape from it in the time of the present era. Number 5. The Altamaha. Since long before European settlers arrived, Altamaha have been spotted in the Altamaha River close to Darien, Georgia. The first people to narrate tales about the Altamaha were the Lower Muskogee Creek tribe. According to legend, the cryptid has a sturgeon-like body with a bony ridge on top. Although it possesses front flippers, it lacks back flippers. Its nose has big fangs, and yet its eyes resemble crocodiles. The creature, according to eyewitnesses, is 20 to 30 feet long, while lesser variations have been seen. In 1930, the first non-indigenous sighting occurred. Several reports of sea monster sightings were made by numerous sailors on a schooner called Eagle, according to a correspondent for a Savannah, Georgia newspaper.
Number 4. The Frogman.
One of the more intriguing cryptids is in Loveland, Ohio, in my opinion. In the 1950s, a businesswoman who claimed to have seen numerous huge bipedal frogs along the Little Miami River gave rise to the earliest reports of the Frogman or Frogmen. 2 police officers saw the Frogmen for the first time on record in 1972 on 2 distinct occasions. Officer Ray Shockley initially noticed the thing about 1 in the morning on March 3rd, 1972. Officer Shockley noticed that he initially believed to be a dog in a field adjacent to the road while traveling to Loveland, Ohio, but when the animal stood up, its eyes were lighted by the headlights of his vehicle, and he could see that it appeared to be a large bipedal frog. The cryptid then scaled a guard post and slipped into the Little Miami River after sliding down a slope. The officer had such a clear view of the creature that he could accurately describe it, such as his sister could depict in a drawing. The following evening, Officer Shockley returned to the station and dispatched Mark Matthews, another officer, to the scene. The creature's skid tracks on the embankment where it fell into the river were only tangible proof that they could find. Officer Matthews encountered the Frogman on March 17th, 1972, which was a couple weeks later. Number 3, the Pukwudgies. Before the arrival of Europeans, Pukwudgies were a common feature of Native American lore in the American East. Some Native Americans think that although they once got along with people, something happened that made them hostile to people. According to one of the Wampanoag tribe's legends, the Pukwudgies were a nuisance, so the Wampanoag tribe asked Malshop the giant to drive them off their country. Since then, the Pukwudgies have been enraged by humans. Many Native American tribes advise giving the Pukwudgies plenty of room if you cross one. Their names translate to wilderness person. Pukwudgies are reported to have human-like features and pale gray skin tones, yet their fingers, noses, and ears are bigger than the one on an average human. Pukwudgies are said to be the oldest cryptid in North America, according to certain accounts. The Pukwudgies were the subject of varying legends among their various tribes. The Ojibwe and other tribes in the region of the Great Lakes saw them as purely playful and did not view them as harmful, even though they might deceive humans. Nonetheless, the Pukwudgies were viewed as hazardous to people by the Abenaki, the other Native American tribes, if they were mistreated. Pukwudgies, however, can be beneficial to human neighbors, or can abduct human children and commit things that inflict enormous harm, such as shoving a human off a cliff. According to the Wampanoag and other tribes in southern New England, they're viewed as being extremely arbitrary. Number 2, the Lizard Man. Christopher Davis, then 17 years old, gave the first confirmed claim of encountering the Lizard Man in Lee County, South Carolina in 1988. Near Scape Ore Swamp at night, Christopher changed a flat tire by getting outside. A green lizard guy, or lizard man, standing 7 feet tall with 3 fingers on each hand and glaring red eyes, emerges from the marsh. In an attempt to flee, a panicked Christopher jumped into his car, but the monster leaped onto it and attacked it violently. It was discovered later that there had been a previous sighting. A cyclist reported seeing a big humanoid figure across the street in 1987 while stopping next to a guardrail near a swamp to get a drink and a smoke. Even as recently as 2015, reports of the Lizard Man have surfaced. Jim Wilson witnessed a creature run across the Scape Ore Bridge as he was traveling towards Camden. Mr. Wilson exited his vehicle and started taking pictures of the monster. He claimed that it had a tail, scales, and it was tall. He described it as having lengthy legs, an alligator-like appearance, and a short nose. When it caught his attention, the monster turned to face him before entering the water and moving through the marsh. In Lee County, the Lizard Man is highly well known, and local artist Robert Howell has achieved fame for his depictions of the Lizard Man. Even a local historical Lizard Man display at the South Carolina Cotton Museum used some of his drawings. The first Lizard Man Festival and Comic-Con took place in 2018, and prominent cryptozoologists spoke with Robert Howell at these, and other artists as well as paranormal investigators at these events. Number 1, Ozark Howler. The Ozark Howler has long been the subject of legends in Arkansas, Oklahoma, Texas, and Missouri. Some argue that the Ozark Howler blends Native American legends about saber-toothed cats with Celtic legends about Cusith that were spread by Irish, Scottish, Welsh, and English settlers in the region in the early 1800s. The Cusith is a big bull-sized beast with shaggy hair that resembles wolves. Its fur can be either white or dark green. The Ozark Howler is currently described in a variety of ways. Some say it's like a big cat creature with horns and red flashing eyes. Some claim that it is larger than a bear with long unkempt hair, horns, and a goat-like beard, and luminous eyes. There is a substantial debate over whether its tail is long or short as well. The Ozark Howler is supposed to have an extremely frightful howl that sounds like a combination of a wolf's howl and an elk's bugle. Nonetheless, according to other sources, the howl is deeper and guttural, or sounds more like a high-pitched howl. While reports of the Ozark Howler, both audibly and visually, date back to the 1950s, local families have told tales going back several generations, even as far as the early 1800s. Also, because of some photographs appear to have been photoshopped, it is difficult to tell whether the subject is either the howler in them or not. The most recent reports of what appeared to be an excessively huge cat were between 2005 and 2010. Yet, local wildlife specialists claim that there are no longer any large cats in this area. The cat or cats have been spotted, thought to have been exotic pets that were released into the wild. I would just like to thank everyone for stopping by and watching this video. Leave a like if you'd like. Subscribe if you'd like. We'll see you next time.
And remember, they're out there.